Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pow-wow stream. I am your host, Johnny Hellcat, and with me today are Delahazed,
Yo and hello.
and with me as usual, the Hey Camel.
Good evening.
How you guys doing today?
Better than I deserve.
Could be better, could be worse. Yourself?
Not too bad. I actually started back up. Well, I offered my services back to my old kickboxing coach to help with the kids class that he teaches. So if the kids feel like they need to beat up on someone, I'm pretty much right there because they can do it. Like, I was doing it for a while back when I was doing the adult class, and then because the kid class would be right next to that, and then I had Rocky and doing that while he was, while I was doing the adult classes, he would come in, do the kid classes, and I would just help, with the kid class while he was there, and then then he stopped doing it after I got sick, and I don't know if he wants to. I don't know if he wants to start back up, but I'm gonna see about trying to get him back in there. Once we get things squared away. But yeah, that was my day.
So you consciously chose to volunteer to let kids hit you.
Actually, no.
You really do love torture.
Maybe.
Like, just being around that many kids has got to be bad. Letting them hit you is just fucking. I don't know how you think to fucking let that happen.
Your boy still doing kickboxing?
No, he stopped a while back. I think it was around when school started. He just kind of was like,
isn't school getting close to ending for the school year?
I think that's still in the third quarter. Well, no, actually, it is the fourth quarter. Should be ending pretty soon.
It's May, so by the end of next month, wouldn't it be?
I think by the start of next month.
Well, it depends on where and what school kind of thing, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the finals are usually either the first or second week of June for high schoolers. Middle schoolers is usually the week before that. So,
yeah.
I see. I was at school. It was like started beginning of August, ended about middle of May.
Damn.
Well, that was.
I mean, of course, you also had Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, spring break, all that. Yeah.
Yeah. We got that too. Just our schools typically start beginning
we
of
also had
September.
like a fall break. Then there was a snow. Any snow days that weren't used were taken as like professional days or whatever.
Okay.
You guys had school days. That's adorable.
Snow days.
Snow
yes.
days.
We had
You guys had school days. That's
you guys are the ones.
Imagine having school days, man.
and
Imagine having the privilege of going to school on days.
It's funny. Yeah, you guys are the ones smoking, and I'm the one that's fucking up.
I mean, consistency
Well,
is
that's
key, bro.
part of the reason why I quit smoking before you hit, go.
Right? That's why I did it before the show.
Oh yeah. But
And Travis sent us a weather update on the Twitters.
Is it gonna rain?
Apparently, there's a tornado moving through Seminole, Oklahoma.
Oh, right. I saw that.
And yeah, if you're anywhere near there,
through
duck and cover.
Through the weed fields.
So it's gonna be highly windy, eh?
Just a bit.
Just a high wind.
Now, I really wasn't up to much today, except for the usual. I did I did engage in a little tomfoolery on the Twitters, but
Well, that's
not
always
much.
fun.
Yeah. What are you guys been up to?
Sleep.
Not much of anything.
Della, you've been working the past week. You had anything else going on?
Just trying to sleep whenever I can because it's hard to find time that I can actively get to sleep during the day and stuff like that. So, yeah, no, not much. Like my work is on the other side of town, so it takes me a bit to get there, and doesn't leave me much free time in the days.
So you have been keeping up with everything going on like online and whatnot. Then
no,
kind of tuned out.
Like usually how I do that is watching live streams, and they're all going live while I'm at work. So it's like fuck. So
Yeah,
this is now that I'm on my week off. It'll be my chance to catch up before I'm gone for another week, and then do the same thing when I get back and stuff.
It's like, yeah, I don't think I've caught a AAA stream in about a year because,
well,
I've been working during the while they've been streaming.
Let's put it this way: I got home from work this morning, 8 minutes after Monkey's stream ended. Or whatever.
I was asleep. I was passed out.
Morning stream was. Fucking days are running together again.
Yeah, I've missed the past few Monkey streams because they've been going on when I was asleep.
Yeah. Like I got the notification on my phone saying that Monkey was either going live or he had sent a tweet out for his live stream. I think it was an after party. And that came just after an hour before my shift was ending. And then I got home 8 minutes after a stream that ran 2 hours and 15 minutes, give or take.
Well, I know P-Dog lost his channel, actually.
Yes, I seen that tweet last night too while I was taking my break. That is some BS beyond belief. I don't know what the frick is going on, but I have clearly missed a lot in my time away from the internets.
Yeah, I think
you got struck down for community guidelines against sexual content and nudity.
Sexual content, yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Because if I'm going to go for anywhere for nudity, it's P-Dog Knight's channel.
It's not going to be the educational.
No, over Twitter, for fuck's sakes.
It's not going to be the totally educational, like nude yoga or ass waxing.
What's in my butthole?
It's going to be the guy who's fully clothed reading the news in front of a green screen.
And I love every time someone has a problem with like a false flagging or anything, or trying to refute any flagging or whatever community guideline strikes from YouTube and stuff like that, when they go to appeal, all they get back is, after careful review, we've discovered this does go against these guidelines. Did you discover that it goes against it, or did you discover that that's what the person who verified the reason for the punishment put the reason as? That's always my first thought, because it doesn't. I don't think you guys actually went and researched what it is.
Well, they didn't give him like any like this is the stream, here's the timestamp, this is when it happened, nothing like that, so he could like defend himself. It's like, yeah, we just boom.
I'm just
I think he's gonna kick somebody off like that. Point to something at least.
I'm just gonna come out and say that they're racist. This is clearly targeted against a person of color.
Just the man trying to keep a brother down.
Exactly. I mean, there's hardly anyone on YouTube who screams manhood like Susan Wojcicki.
Man, if I had the sound clip up, I'd have played it.
Oh, wasted opportunities.
I'll make up for it.
Attaboy.
But yeah, no, it's that's well. You would say, you know, why would someone do that shit? But it's just because they're fucking sad.
Retarded.
Same.
Not always, but yes.
Yeah. Ah, here we are.
I'm a mixed race entrepreneur, nigga.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Right?
Oh man, it's been a while since I played that one. Although I like, it's weird because the last time I tried to use SoundPad, last couple times I tried to use SoundPad, it, you know, the jokes were falling on deaf ears, and I'm like, did you guys not hear that? Like, it was perfect. It was prime. And yeah, the whole thing was just, it wasn't even going through the mic, and I'm like, fuck. Perfectly good
Clearly
jokes
it wasn't
gone to
so
waste.
perfect or primed.
It was on my end, but it's just not on there.
Well, if it was on your end, it would have been on theirs.
No, it was weird because I heard it, and I heard it go through, and I'm just like waiting for that punchline to hit, and everyone's like, "Are you there, Johnny?" And I'm like, "Ah, come on."
Yeah, well. Oh, it happens.
So yeah, I'm not really looking for a new job, but I kind of am. Just for something that would allow me some flexibility. And because I really don't want to leave the job I have now, because I like it enough to where it's. Hey, Michael Hatfield and Becca, how's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going? And Travis did send in a couple of videos to like you and me, and I think just to be doubly safe, he went ahead and tagged Jack Cochran.
Well, I mean,
which I'm a little offended, but okay.
I mean, he just wants to make. Well, it's not like he can remember all the accounts you have, man. There's so many.
At this point, I think we're all just figments of Terry's imagination.
I mean, I've come to accept that as fact. It'd be a lot easier if you did.
For the love of Christ, I wish I could remember the goddamn show that. What was that kid? I've been here before. I can't. There's some the theory about the different TV shows being all in the same universe, like Law and Order and Homicide: Life in the Streets, and so all these different shows are connected.
Okay, yeah.
And it's supposed to be like it's all like this one coma patient kid's imagination. What's his name? Like Tommy something or another.
I've heard of similar theories, or similar style theories before, so. Like there's the Pixar movie theory and stuff like that.
Saint Elsewhere? I think it might have been Terry. I'd never seen the show. I just heard the reference. Green Badger Outdoors as well. Saint Elsewhere. Apparently that's the show.
That was the one where they did the entire series, and then the end
Terry is Tommy. Yeah.
The end of it was it's the imagination of an autistic child.
Oof.
It's like, yeah.
We're all Jack, Terry, okay?
We are one and we are many.
We are
Jack
Legion.
is Legion.
Fuck the Union Jack. We got the Legion Jack.
Yes, I'd never actually, I've never seen Saint Elsewhere, but I've, growing up, I remember adults referencing it and whatnot. Wish I was Tommy. Sounds like he got a lot more sleep than I do.
Uh,
Well, I mean, you know, if you want sleep that bad, you can always go, box a roux.
yeah, that
See
should
how
put you up for a
see how
day
that
or
works
two.
for you.
That should put you up for a day or two at least. If you're really lucky, you'll wake up with a nice, well, with a meal in front of you.
But yeah, John, if you want to see some storm chaser footage of that tornado in Seminole, Oklahoma, Travis tagged you and me both on that one on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
What do you think?
Let's see if we can lower the volume on that one. We'll try playing that. Because yeah, that's always been pretty cool. There was the vehicle that I saw. I don't know if it was just something that someone made, like, without testing it, or if they're just like, all right, this is the main voyage of this vehicle, but they like, it's like this armored vehicle that like drills into the ground, so that they can sit in the path of the tornado, and get footage. And I think I saw it on the Weather Channel like 10 or 15 years ago. It was a long time ago. But yeah, that was crazy.
Sounds it.
Yeah, I don't want to be the dude that does that for a living. That I like hanging out in the hills. Don't have to worry about shit like that.
Fair.
I mean, we did get some pretty good thunderstorms, some impressive uh, lightning shows, but I don't really, I don't even remember the last time a tornado was anywhere in my
That's
area.
right.
Yeah, I like how that guy's like, fuck it, I'm turning around.
Yeah, he's not a local, obviously. And yeah, it's going down the lines too.
You know, this is a great way for me to lose all my sight.
Like, this is the kind of stuff you like to see from a distance. Like,
Or not at all.
I don't want to be there.
Oh, there's power lines going down. Those trees are fucked. Oh, are they uprooting?
Well,
Damn.
I guess your face could not withstand.
School's out, yay!
No, they just got a sunroof, that's all. Also, budget cuts, so that class is no longer in session.
No more gym class, kid. Sorry.
And no more cafeteria. You can eat outside, especially in the winter.
So it looks like the American flag was lost in the storm. Got Oklahoma POW.
Oh my
And
god.
is that a Spartan's helmet?
Maybe?
Or is that supposed to be an Indian in a headdress? Because it looked more like a Spartan's helmet to
It
me.
looks like a Spartan's helmet.
Yeah, it's too small for me to tell.
Yeah, it's a Spartan helmet.
Hey Sith, how's it going?
And Pow Mia, and then, yeah. Hey, Sith.
Oh, Johnny, I'm gonna send this to you too. I saw this on Twitter a couple days ago, and I thought it was funny. And it's making the rounds again.
All right, hit me up. Through the message or the chat?
Through Twitter.
Gotcha.
I DM'd it to you. I'm at home right now, so we can actually share DMs, and I can see them.
Convenience.
Oh, that is the one I shared to you.
Are you sure about that?
Well, okay. Well, being that this isn't Minions, I can actually share this. Because I showed you...
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Joy's.
Yeah, Joy's new costume. Let's see here.
Hey, Costin, how's it going?
Hey, Costin. No, I haven't gotten a message from you. So now I can't read yours.
Oof.
Ah. Okay. Try again. Yeah, it says message failed to send.
Terrible.
Twitter doesn't want me talking to you, Johnny.
Apparently not. It's either I can't send you messages or you can't send me.
Imagine expecting Twitter to work.
Wait, I think I know what it is. Yeah. Ah, damn it, Teddy. Why you do that?
What he done did.
Well, he'd sent that tweet that I was gonna send to Johnny, and he deleted it.
Oh, that's so
That
rude.
didn't make sense. So much for that.
Well, I think he reposted it. So
All right.
fire in the hole.
There we go. All right, so let's.
I just want. Why do?
And I'll see about making. Share audio. Let's get the volume up on this one.
Why do white people make their edibles so strong?
All right, can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What are you running from? Why am I tasting colors?
Because you a bitch.
I just wanted to go to Target. Now I gotta call somebody to come get me because my car turned into a spaceship and I don't know how to fly it. I'm not an astronaut. Why do
I understand that man's pain.
Why is you a bitch?
No, I had an edible one time, made me paralyzed from like the waist down. Like I had to army crawl my ass back to bed.
Dude, I made an edible fucking cookie, like a giant ass cookie, and that shit was so potent that I could not stop eating it because every bite made me want the munchies. Fucking, by the time that thing was gone, I was just like out for 5 hours.
Edibles turn black people into Joe Biden.
I mean,
Well,
fair enough, Terry.
You know, I actually have not been keeping up with Ryan George. He's got his own channel now, though, right?
yeah, the Astronaut.
Okay, so I need
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
That's
for
what
his
I'm saying,
ads,
what?
he has the Astronaut, and so he does sketches for his ads that involve an astronaut that does ads. So the Astronaut.
Ah.
You know, I've not done edibles.
I don't recommend it.
Hit or miss, and usually
Yeah,
not worth it.
that's part of the problem. Like I had a couple edibles, not do nothing. Just
Yeah,
Although it would have been
and then one hits you like a tank, and then like the next 3 duds.
although I would have loved to have been there for when P-Dog told the story about when he ate his wife's Sour Patch Kids. And then he's just like zoomed off into space.
I did like this. Like, why am I tasting colors?
Oh my gosh. Why am I tasting colors is the best sentence
What are
ever.
you running from?
Why you make your edibles so strong? And I have noticed that like since this, we got medical in Oklahoma, and they're looking to see about putting it for full legalization, and the shit just keeps getting stronger and stronger. It's like we gotta come to an agreement at some point that the shit is getting too strong.
See, because I've had a different problem. Like, I haven't had much experience with edibles, but anytime I have, if it's not something I've made myself, I don't really feel anything off of it.
Terry says I would try them, but I've only had one experience with weed, and it wasn't that interesting. Yeah, I mean,
That's fair.
it's not for everybody. Like I don't like people who like evangelize it. Like it's not for everybody. I got a buddy from high school. He would try it occasionally because he lived out in California. And he said, I gave it more than a couple chances, and every time just paranoia. I was like, yeah, I don't imagine that'd be a fun time. I wouldn't keep up with it if I were you.
Look, don't get me wrong. I was always taught that pot is the sharing plant. It was grown to be shared with others, and that's fine. I can agree with that sentiment. But if you don't like it, I'm secretly gonna like you a lot more for it because it just means more for me.
Yeah, that's one of the things like I noticed as I got older and met more people who were smoking weed and doing other stuff. Like peer pressure wasn't that big of a like. I don't think anybody ever tried to peer pressure me into shit. But I was warned about it a lot, growing up,
Right?
Like nobody's like, oh man, if you don't smoke this joint, you're not cool. It's like, oh, you don't want to smoke? Okay, cool. We're gonna go over here and burn one. See ya.
Yeah. Like for me, it was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, it's good for me. I'll live a healthier, potentially longer life. Fucking like I never had any peer pressure for cigarettes or for pot or for booze. I never had tough restrictions. Like it was always like, within reason. It's not going to affect your work or your school work and stuff like that. And for special occasions, yeah, we'll allow it. If you buy your own, we'll boot for you, said the parent. And I didn't really take that up on very much. It's like cigarettes. It's like, what? I'll give it a try. No, I didn't like it, but it grew on me, and it was all choice. It was not peer pressure. I didn't, as much as I was always constantly shoved down my throat, you're going to face a lot of peer pressure growing up. I didn't really experience that much peer pressure.
It was funny back in the day when I was quite the. When I started, it was like Terry said, it just burnt the throat, and so my friends were like, you know what, we'll just hotbox it, call it good. So we were in my friend's car, and everyone was smoking, and I was just getting it secondhand, and I'm like, I'm okay with that. I don't have to do any of the work.
There you go.
None of the work, all the reward. That's just fine by me. And then, the more I did it, the more I got used to it. And then it just kind of it became sort of I'm not doing this by myself. And then all my friends left town, and so I just stopped. And then
Fair enough.
And then I was meeting up with my friends, and I bought some off of a coworker, and I took it to my friends, and they're just like, "What is this garbage? You are not allowed to buy anymore." So because I mean, it was $20, so I didn't think I got ripped off because it was, it did the job. Just nowhere near as good as it should have, but still, I'm like, all right. But yeah, my friends were like, dude, just no, we'll help you out. So yeah, from then on, they're just like, you are not doing anything anymore. If you need to chip in, you can chip in, but we're just gonna get you high from now on. Sweet.
I mean, yeah. If I don't have to pay for it, even better. Fucking none of the work at all.
And yeah, there were people who were just like, did he chip in for this? No. Then he doesn't smoke. Okay. Like I said,
no problem.
All the work, you guys do all the work, I'll just reap the benefits.
Yeah, I get no worries.
So yeah, whenever my friend...
Can I stay in the room?
Well, yeah, and it was funny because my friend, whenever he would, he'd take his hit, he just sort of turned to me and just kind of
yeah.
And I'm like, I got you. Friends got my back.
Well, that's what they're for.
Hey, Johnny, when's the last time you thought about Minnie Driver?
Minnie Driver?
The actress, yes.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I think the last time I talked about or thought about Minnie Driver was the last time I talked about Grosse Point Blank.
Yeah, okay. How long ago was that?
Fucking ages.
A good movie. I mean, enjoyable movie.
Let's see, how long ago did that movie come out?
Mid-90s? IMDb, Johnny.
Oh, I'm already there. I've been scrolling a while. 97.
When did Good Will Hunting come out? Was it 98? 99?
98.
I remember she was
97.
in an FX show with Eddie Izzard.
The Riches.
Eddie Izzard, however you say it.
The Riches.
Yeah. And it sounded like a good premise for a show, but I don't remember what happened. I never ended up getting into it.
It was good for a couple episodes, but then it went to shit. It was just a point. The story didn't stick.
The reason I asked about Minnie Driver, did you see she was on The View? Was it yesterday? Today?
Imagine watching The View.
Well, that's why I let other people do it, and then I'll hear about it later. But no, Daily Wire had an article about it. Apparently, she was talking to them about Roe v. Wade, and it said literally a corpse has more rights than American women without Roe.
Oh, good lord!
I mean, they never said The View was good. They just said it was The View.
Yeah, it's a great thing about celebrities. They don't get paid to think.
Well, I mean, I've said a bunch. Actors only sound smart when they have someone else writing their lines for them.
Exactly. Polly wants that cracker, yo.
Age has not done well to her.
No.
But it's like, how do you figure that? Because she's talking about like a person signing away like their body for like medical research, science, education, whatever. Like when you're doing your will and everything. That's how she figures a corpse has more rights than a woman.
Apparently,
that is a good question, Terry. I don't know how much Martin Blank charged. I imagine it was a decent amount. He had some fairly decent suits that he was wearing in that movie. Although, what was he driving like a town car? Was that a Lincoln or what was he driving? It was not the coolest automobile. Nothing? Nobody?
I haven't seen that movie in so long that I don't even remember anything. Got nothing for you.
I mean, it was the 90s.
Fair.
Question was like, how much was Dan Aykroyd charging with his little hitman union?
Yeah.
Frosted S, does this mean men can keep their wives and urns on a mantelpiece? I mean, I suppose that's up to what they put in their wills.
When I die.
That's only if you listen.
When I die, don't let me vote Republican.
You mean Democrat?
Well, I mean, doesn't matter which one. A dead vote's a dead vote. Doesn't matter who they vote for.
Look, I know what it says in the will. I've read the will, but you got to understand, she wasn't in her right state of mind.
she was on her deathbed. So
exactly, her priorities were jumbled up.
That would be my advice to young people. It's like, go ahead, go ahead, just get your affairs in order now.
Yeah,
drop a will. You may not have much to leave behind, but you may have instructions that you want to give. Think about it. Put it to paper. Make sure you leave something, for whoever you got to go wipe your hard drives so your parents don't see all your porn. Leave them something at least. Be considerate.
Oh yeah, man. If you got a buddy who's wiping the drive for you, you gotta pay respect for them.
All right, I found something that's we need to we'll watch here.
Oh.
Let's see what you got.
It's from the Johnny Depp thing. Don't wait too fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more of
so many
like
funny moments.
Him objecting to his own question, like a fucking moron.
I'm going to be honest. I have not kept track of the defamation trial. It hasn't really interested me. how long ago was it? Like she got arrested for smacking her lady when she was batting for the other team.
Oh,
When I heard about that, I was like, oh, okay, so she's cute but crazy, you know. No, you know.
There's one of the memes. One of the memes I saw is the time machine meme. It said, "Men with a time machine. Hey, but Mr. Depp, you shouldn't marry this woman. She's crazy." And then that shows women with the time machine. Hey, Mr. Depp, you shouldn't marry this woman. She's crazy.
Yeah. Something everybody can agree on. Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that is a lot of nuts.
Why, Poe? Why?
You know exactly why.
Nah, dude already said goodnight. Like, it's past his bedtime. Go to sleep.
Oh
Stop
my
posting that
God!
shit.
Imagine that. A Poe lied. A Poe lied. The inhumanity.
Like, that's just disgusting, sir.
I don't even know
What is this world coming to?
Well, it's something you definitely cannot show on stream, Johnny, so I'm not going to send it to you right now.
But later.
Yeah, we'll save that for after the
trying
stream.
to sleep.
Because, yeah, that's... it's already sounding like it's going to be a bad one. And by a bad one...
I mean, on the scale of things I've sent you from Poe, it's not even close to being the worst or anything like that. It is mild, but it's still... Ugh. It is disturbing. But in its own special way.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Well, it's not necessarily the tweets that people have a problem with. It's, well, yeah, I guess it is the tweets. It's not so much the tweets, it's just the tweets.
You don't understand.
It was, yeah. I do like how Travis trying to tag us and stuff and forgetting the link is becoming a recurring theme.
Yeah.
That is funny to me. Is Travis still here? I haven't seen him in chat in a while.
No, no, I haven't seen him either.
Oh, Johnny, I did want to ask you something. Like, what prompted that tweet you sent off earlier?
Which one?
Sex is gross. I like it, but it's gross.
No, because I was thinking about... I was having...
He's having...
Were you having flashbacks or something, Johnny? What's going on?
No, it was a conversation I was having while I was at work with a customer. And...
Okay.
She was mentioning some services that were for extracurricular activities.
Go on.
And for HIPAA reasons, I can't go into those. And the only thing it made me think is just, yeah, sex is gross. It is gross.
mean, it's not inaccurate.
Terry, he said, sex is better without a second person getting in the way. Well, we can't all afford sex bots, Terry. My God, man. You think we're made of money?
I mean,
Hey, Kyler.
okay, there's a strange thought. Imagine an amputee has an attachment for one of those pocket pussies to go on his wrist.
Let me just say that this one involved a prosthetic that was inflatable, mechanically inflatable.
Somebody snapped their banjo.
That's one way to make sure you have the biggest.
Let's just say that this conversation belonged in a Poe tweet. Like, yeah, it's.
Somebody snapped their banjo, didn't they?
I think they completely nuked their banjo.
Oof.
No, I do not work at a preschool. Thank God. Conversations I have with people on the phones. Thank God it's not a preschool.
Right.
I was like, okay, how many phone calls does this take before someone's getting arrested? Were this a preschool?
Like I just said, sis, no hands.
Is there anything going on other than abortion on Twitter right now?
No.
Well,
I mean, is there ever anything going on Twitter besides abortion?
Again, I haven't followed the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, so I'm really not interested in clicking on that.
Let's see.
Goldberg.
Going through trending.
What did Goldberg do?
Watch out for
Oh,
this.
no, it's Whoopi.
No.
Oh.
Although there is a wrestling one. I don't know who this guy is. Wardlow's entrance without music is tremendous. It gives me major Goldberg vibes in terms of presence. Dude is decked out all in black singlet, knee pads, boots, got the black wrist tape. I can see how that's giving off some Goldberg vibes there. Oh, somebody talking about the dude trying to tackle Dave Chappelle and tried to spear him like he was Goldberg. Yeah, that is still pretty wild that happened, you know, with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
How did security let the dude get that close?
Like, they must have, he must have jumped in when they weren't,
And my question is, that was supposed to be it was a fake gun, but he had a real knife. So was it a gun knife or a knife gun? How does that work?
It sounds like some Final Fantasy shit.
You just roll up on somebody's like, you brought a knife to a gunfight? It's like, nah, I brought both.
If you guys haven't seen the picture, hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
They stomped his ass. Yeah.
Yeah. Quote was
the security, Dave himself, Jamie Foxx, and Busta Rhymes, and security. So there was 6 people on this guy.
Yeah, saw that picture with like a caption, something along the lines of should be found underneath the definition of fuck around and find out.
Sith says, I want to see someone try that with Rogan. I really don't. You know, I don't want to see anybody run up on stage. You know, whether you like the person or not. You know, keep your ass in the seat. That's what you paid for. You know, they're on stage for a reason.
Yeah, unless you are like called up to the stage for some reason, you don't belong up there.
Yeah, that's why there are so many heckler videos for comedians. Like, because
Right.
people can't keep their fucking mouth shut. Okay, trending for me. NBA, NBA, NBA,
Because
NBA,
Johnny is such a big NBA fan.
Hockey.
Chat. He is a huge hockey fan.
Well, I'm more of a hockey fan
Oh
than I
my
am a
God.
basketball. But let's see.
This is literally the first time in 5 years I've heard you mention hockey.
Right? Well, that's more than I have.
Well, I've mentioned.
What do you
hockey.
mean more? You're sitting right here too.
I've mentioned hockey a couple times.
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
I meant more than I
the-
mentioned it.
Well, yeah, and you're the Canadian.
Okay,
so
fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I meant he's mentioned it more than I have not have heard him. Yeah, but still, yeah.
Frosted says that Tariq Nasheed is on Twitter trying to convince people that the attack on Chappelle was staged. How much you think that dude was willing to get paid to get his ass whooped like that? Because I mean, I realize it's Hollywood and special effects are pretty, it's kind of their job. But that looked like true blue ass whooping. Nobody gonna answer?
no, it's
No.
No. No. Okay, never mind.
I mean, what part of I got nothing fails your comprehension?
yeah. There's
So there's no way the guy would be able to get the weapon past security. I mean, again, that does raise a question. How tight was the security at the Hollywood Bowl?
Probably as tight as his prison pocket.
And Kyler, that did look like the aftermath of a frog stomping. My question was the arm that's handcuffed, his right arm, is it bent that way just because he's handcuffed to the stretcher, or is it bent that way because they fucked his ass up and gave him a chicken wing?
I think that's just
I
because
don't guess.
it's on the stretcher. I think.
Because his left arm's in a sling and it looks like they've had it bandaged up or whatever. FBI fucking big Indian.
Yep.
Okay.
My 6-year-old kid, my 6-month-old kid looked at me, tears in their eyes, and baby food all over their face, and said, "Why isn't everyone transgender, Daddy?" I hugged them tight and said, "Because Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, honey." And then we cried for hours until we got distracted by Paw Patrol.
Oh, here's another one from Teddy for you, Johnny. I'll send you that one too.
All right. No, I saw. Yeah, we do need to get Poe in for another torture stream. Yeah, I saw that one too.
So which Ted are you feeling like today?
Let's see here. I'd say somewhere between Woodsman, Hermit, and Mailer Demon.
I'm still trying to convince myself that I'm still the brooding heartthrob, but probably somewhere closer to Woodsman Hermit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Just wondering if I'm ever going to live to see the day of being the adorable meme grandpa.
Big cards, right?
Well, hopefully we don't have to make it to the imprisoned part, because that is.
That's pretty rough looking. He's getting up there in years. Are we ever actually going to do the Manifesto stream?
We should. The question is, do we want to read it, or are we going to do like an audio with it?
I mean, we could do like in chapters and do just like an audio reading like Polly.
Yeah. Hell, maybe we should.
Although
maybe we should get him to read it.
I demand we do it in sequential order. I love Polly's reads, but he keeps doing them like we're gonna do chapter 26. I'm like, what about chapters 1 through 25, dude? I like to start at the beginning, sir.
Beginnings is subjective.
Yeah, I thought it was bad enough when we were going to do that with White Fragility.
I didn't even make it out of the forward.
I made it to chapter 1, and I'm like, I'm done. Like, this is.
I'm like,
you
no.
want me to read this shit, and then I'm just like, okay, I'll do the audiobook, and it's even worse from the audiobook because it's her reading it.
I mean, that was one of the pluses of just reading, the digital copy was like I didn't have to listen to her.
That's my red fragility showing. Oh. Yeah, I don't even know how Scribe could make it through that shit.
Like I got to tune in for his was it Law and Gravity stream or whatever. Expatriate Games stream the other day.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy that content. I can't do the TEDx's and all the crazy people. I mean, I'm sure it's fun to watch Scribe, his brain melt every now and then. But like, nah, dude, I'm in the same boat with you. Unfortunately, like that's melting my brain too, and I don't like it.
There's only so much torture one man can take, and this is that's beyond me.
Like we watch people tell objectively bad jokes. Isn't that enough?
Nah.
So I did reach out to Simius to see if he'd be game for it.
Oh yeah.
I should reach back out to Poe.
I mean, do you have anything with him in mind specifically? Because I gotta be honest, dude. I've been kind of checked out. I haven't been on Netflix in forever.
I do for
to see their new specials.
I do for Simius, being as he is a medical professional.
Is there another Dr. Ken stand up or something?
No, actually, the Chelsea Handler one would be perfect for him.
Oh, you're gonna make Simius give everyone a lesson on like STDs and cirrhosis, aren't you?
Well, I'm gonna look into
This
the
is
legality.
gonna be like freshman health class all over again, isn't it?
Well, she mentions in the stand-up about how she's like, I'm a licensed pharmacist now.
Oh, sweet Jesus, no.
Yeah,
So she's a drug dealer.
pretty much. Except for she deals in holistics.
I'm sorry, what?
She deals in
So she's
holistics.
a shitty drug dealer. So she's
She's slinging oregano, pretty much, is what you're saying, Johnny.
Pretty
right?
much. Yep.
Yeah.
Vitamins and minerals.
She's a fucking con artist.
Can't wait to get some steak on it.
Yeah, I made it like 3/4 of the way through it. And I'm like, we'll come back to this one.
Yeah, like with Poe, I don't know of anything. He actually ended up kind of liking the Leslie Jones one.
To a degree, yeah.
And it had its moments. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, invite him back when we have something like specifically him in mind. Like I really wanted to get Sinatra for the Miranda Sings one. No offense, Della. But that one didn't work out. And since we already did the Miranda Sings one, I haven't seen one that's like, oh, we should definitely get Sinatra for this one.
Yeah. No, that would have been good. That was post stroke Sinatra.
I was wondering if we were going to give him another one with that one, and we never got to find out.
Because someone wouldn't answer their emails, Sinatra.
He answered the first one. I'll give him that.
We've had a couple that have gone that way. Matt Christensen and Bering have both not re-answered emails.
Well, I mean, they both got young kids now, so
yeah.
it's
Matt's was way before his kid was born, or in the gestation process.
I mean, he just barely started watching movies, dude. You really expect him to be sitting down, taking 2 hours out of his time to watch and talk about a bad stand-up comedy?
And actually, it only would have been about a half an hour. Like, that's how long we would have had with him. So we would have had to had him watch it.
Wouldn't have even been able to watch. Wouldn't have even been able to watch like a half-hour special with him at that rate.
Well, he would have to watch it, and have to be able to watch it, and so that kind of. Garrett Hedlund's been in the chat at least.
Yeah, they've not been on the corner yet. Somebody needs to see if Garrett Hedlund's on Cameo or something. Frosted. Have you not looked into that yet?
I think I did, and I don't think he's in there. So I think I looked in there a couple times.
I mean, the second he ends up on Cameo, someone needs to, make something happen.
Oh, I'd pitch in for that.
And Garrett Hedlund has been in the chat at least.
Yes, he has. He has come out to show us that Tron is a terrible superhero movie.
I mean, can it really be a superhero movie if it's taking place in a computer?
I think that was a quote by Abraham Lincoln, actually. I saw it on a meme once.
It's got to be true.
Yeah, I mean, the internet don't lie.
Oh God, no.
Did we catch Brandon Herrera's last video? Wait, is Brandon Herrera one of the gun guys? Is that who I'm thinking of?
I do not know who Brandon Herrera is.
Right?
The name sounds familiar.
Not to me.
Because, well, either way, whether I'm correct in who I'm thinking of or not, the answer is no. I have not seen their latest video.
You know what, Terry? That is good enough. I accept your logic. It says Tron Legacy is a superhero movie because it annoys Moonshock when you call it one.
Fair enough. John Wilkes Booth was a huge Tron Legacy fan. Okay, yeah. He is a gun. So I'm thinking of the right guy. I've not seen his latest video, Kyler or Sith, either one of you. Anything interesting? What happened? What's going on?
What?
Was he just shooting stuff? Did he have was it a review?
Or was it that guy who was on the Twitter trending because they hadn't posted in 10 months or some shit? I don't know. I seen it on the sidebar as a Twitter earlier today, and some YouTuber posted for the first time in 10 months a video titled "Why I Quit YouTube." I don't recognize the name, so I didn't bother pretending to give a shit.
Latest videos 4 days ago. Cursed gun images that drive me to drink.
Okay. Wasn't that one?
Yeah, I'll have to check it out after the stream, I guess. Because I'm not a big gun person or anything like that, but it is funny seeing people who are knowledgeable on the subject reacting to just stupid shit.
Fair.
And just from the thumbnail alone, there's a couple of janky looking guns. So. But I do catch Grand Thumb videos every now and then, and I saw one the other day. He was shooting Chinese face mask armor. And I've never been shot. Never had like a bulletproof vest or anything like that. Get shot while wearing. I have no idea how bad it's gonna hurt getting shot. I imagine it to be real fucking bad. That's it. Just imagination.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to try to imagine how bad it's gonna be to get shot in the face. Because it's got like the nose outline and everything. Can you imagine getting punched in the face with a 9mm?
No. If that's going to be the last thing on my mind, I can wait till then.
Apparently, with this Chinese face mask armor, like you can't really wear a helmet while you're rocking the face mask. So anybody can just walk up behind you and shoot in the back of the head. They had the Smith and meth son. Some weirdo tweaker made it. I mean, did it work? Or, I mean, it's a tweaker. It probably blew up in his hand. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Depends on the kind of gun.
Probably depends on the tweaker, too.
True. mean, if it was a gun to help them get their fix, I'm sure it worked perfectly.
Wait a second. Okay. I don't recall this movie either. Johnny. I'm going to read this tweet to you, okay? Feel like I've looked at Denzel Washington's IMDb hundreds of times, yet I'm only learning of this movie now. It's the 1990 movie Heart Condition. A racist cop receives a heart transplant from a black lawyer he hates, who returns as a ghost to ask the cop to help take down the men who murdered him. Guess who the racist cop is? Bob Hoskins.
Oh, that's gonna go next to carbon copies.
Speaking of which, like that's the first reply is somebody posting the movie poster a carbon copy. So,
It's going on the list.
Do that on a double feature, Johnny. We should do a Denzel double feature. We'll do Heart Condition and Carbon Copy.
Well, that's funny because I looked up Denzel, and the first one is Training Day. Then one next to it is the one with Bob Hoskins.
I swear I've never heard of this movie until just now scrolling Twitter. It's like, huh? That's a thing? How did I not know?
'91, you say, huh?
1990, yeah.
90.
That is a good question, Frosted. I am not repeating it, but that is a good question.
Hey, Mr. Scott.
Yeah, we need to actually get around to doing one of those movie nights. We keep talking about it. That means you got to be the one that's going to be responsible, Johnny, not me. It's never going to happen.
Naturally.
We'll just have to make the list. And come up with a day to do it.
Oh, no, I'm specifically talking about the Denzel double feature. Like, I don't know what else we've got on the list, but like if we're going to...
Well, I know, but I mean, if we're going to feature everything that we've got on the list, we're going to need a few days. There's a lot of movies on that list.
See, I take Johnny at his word that he's got the list written down somewhere because I have no idea what else is supposed to be on there. I imagine
it's in my head. There is no list.
That's dangerous.
Who else is in this movie?
Because aside from Smoke Signals, at this point, I don't really recall any other movies we might have on the list.
Roger Mosley, isn't that the uncle from Family Matters?
Roger Mosley.
There was an uncle? Well, yeah.
What are you looking at?
The guy who throws something in the bay and then just dusts his hands off oh, you just caught me disposing a body. How's it going?
Oh, it's been a couple of years or so.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. That was a good show. I like that one.
I've not thought about that show since the 90s. the main guy in Mr. Cooper, like he was in a bunch of stuff there for a while, wasn't he? Or am I just misremembering?
I think he was in quite a bit actually around that time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember his name. Mark Curry. That's right.
Mark Curry. Yeah, okay.
Let's see here. He was in Black Jesus.
You know, I never got around to watching
episode.
anything more than like the first episode of Black Jesus.
He was in an episode of Black Jesus.
Ah, man.
Let's see here.
Who's they, Terry? What's going on?
Hmm?
Terry says, I bet they all look the same to Camel. Like, who is they? What are we
Doesn't
talking
matter
about
who
here?
they are.
I mean, it depends.
There's a big jump between 2000 and 2011. 2002, 2005, 2008, 2011. But not a lot of... He was in Armageddon as a cabbie.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
He was in the Drew Carey Show.
I mean, who wasn't in the Drew Carey Show?
Yeah.
Oh. It said I couldn't remember if Mark Curry was in a bunch of stuff or not. That's who they was.
Let's see here. Oh, that's. Let's go back to the.
I remember him being in at least one other show around that time. I can't remember, you know, whether or not he was doing movies and stuff too. I guess I should have phrased it. But
Chloe Webb, wasn't she the one from Twins that played Danny DeVito's girlfriend, fiance, whatever? Let's see.
as
Yes.
Linda Mason. Kelly Preston was Marnie Mason. I want to go look that up. I saw Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al.
Oh gosh.
I don't know why that's a thing.
I don't either. I
People are
mean,
weird.
aside from maybe like Terry, was anybody asking for a Weird Al biopic? Damn it, Frosted. Probably should have seen that one coming, to be honest.
True.
Let's see. Have you guys actually watched going through Denzel's list? Have you guys seen Malcolm X?
Yeah.
No, I was still in like elementary school when that came out. I never went back and watched it.
Wait.
It's not bad.
Let me
It's
double check.
It's pretty well done.
Spike Lee, right?
Yeah. Don't watch it high. I will say that.
Why on earth?
I mean,
I had to watch it again because I passed out through the movie, so that's why.
Oh, I was
It's,
like,
you need to be
what
engaged.
kind of weed were you smoking? Like,
You need to
did
be.
you have an existential crisis?
You need to be engaged with it, and yeah, you can't do that while you're high.
Yeah, I never got around to watching that one.
The Equalizer 2 was good with an exception of one part where he hands the guy a book by what the fuck's his name? Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Mm. Yeah, I like that movie Flight. Yeah, did you watch that one?
I did. It wasn't the movie that they promised.
Wait, what did they promise?
Have you watched the trailer for it? The trailer is not the movie that you get.
You thinking something like along the lines of like Sully or whatever?
No, I was thinking it was going to be something like this guy did something amazing, and it's a one in a lifetime thing.
He did.
Turns out
he crash landed a plane, fucking drunk, dude.
No, he was coked
That's
out.
amazing.
He was coked out. He wasn't drunk. Like,
okay, he was roller coasting. Let's be honest. Okay. But yeah, he managed to land a malfunctioning plane, and he only killed like one stewardess. It's pretty good.
And I'm wondering,
I don't think I'd want to do it twice at the very least.
I'm wondering why they made the Equalizer into a series
and had
Money.
it starring Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even though how old is Denzel now? He's getting up there. 1954. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, even the
I can still
even the original TV show Equalizer, the guy was old.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, 1954. He's an older dude, but he's still be pretty badass as an older dude. Queen Latifah is just an older big woman. One of these things is not like the other.
All of those things just don't belong.
Wesley Snipes, Passenger 57. Always bet on black. Mm-hmm. Who hasn't killed a stewardess?
I mean, isn't it a rite of passage?
I mean, they don't call it the friendly skies for nothing. Everybody gets one.
There you go.
I've been meaning to get around to watching the Roman J. Israel Esquire movie, and still haven't.
What is that one even about?
Huh? That's Denzel Washington. He's Roman J. Israel Esquire.
Okay, then.
Here. A driven, idealistic defense attorney finds himself in a tumultuous series of events that lead to crisis and the necessity for extreme action. And he takes down a cartel doing it. With, it's things you find at Lowe's. Wait, no, that's the Equalizer. Sorry. Apparently, that's only got a 6.5 out of 10, according to IMDb.
I mean, All right. So I mean, if we're gonna go through looking, let's see. We'll compare my taste in Denzel Washington movies to the wisdom of the crowd. Okay. Oh, speaking of, apparently Denzel was insane elsewhere.
Yeah, he was the doctor. One of the doctors.
I did not know that. Yeah.
He was the black guy.
He was the black. Okay. What is that?
Or as when I went to see George Carlin, shortly before he passed, he had an opener, and he would say, "He's the only chocolate chip in the cookie." Okay, I'll take that one.
All right, now I'm trying to remember that other movie he did with John Lithgow. Ricochet, that's it. Okay, there we go. 1991. Let's see what the rating for IMDb is on that. 6.1. Okay.
Denzel, Lithgow, and Ice-T.
Yep. I may end up liking Roman J. Israel Esquire then.
Well, hello, cat.
Yeah, that was a drive-by meowing. I have not seen For Queen and Country, no. Either of you guys?
No.
Nope.
That was 1989. He played Reuben James. Question is, Mr. Scott, have you seen Virtuosity? Huh?
Excuse me. A retired British soldier. I really, really want to see this movie now because I would love to see him fake a British accent. Pip pip cheerio. Or
I mean, we've heard enough British people by now. You don't think they all still sound like Mary Poppins, do you?
no, they could possibly sound like
I'm a mixed race entrepreneur, nigga.
I mean, to be fair, that still sounds like Mary Poppins.
Chimmy Chim Chim Chiroo.
You know, I'm actually hearing him say that in his voice. Chim chim chiroo, motherfucker.
Okay, see, I forgot that she was in that movie. All right. Johnny, have you ever seen Virtuosity?
Yes.
In the long ago.
In the way back when.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in forever either. Yeah, I remember like the big names. You had Denzel, Russell Crowe, and I remember that Kaylee Cuoco was in it as a child actress. Well, I mean, you also got some other people in here. You know, you got William Forsythe, William Finchner, Kelly Lynch. She's been in a bunch of stuff. But down here towards the bottom, you've got Tracy Lords was in Virtuosity.
Really?
Yeah. I still get a chuckle every time I see her name coming up in the credits of movies and whatnot. Frost, the concept of black people with British accents always baffled me as a kid.
She moved with a divorced mother and three sisters to Los Angeles at 12. While staying at the house of her mother's boyfriend, Roger, she began nude modeling at 15. Yeah, that's a way to go. Tracy Lords, just so you guys know. Mm. It's in the bio.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why they're still calling it nude modeling.
Yeah.
On IMDb, it's like, I'm sorry, there's another word for that.
Yeah.
I mean, since we're doing the whole 6 degrees tonight, you ever see the movie? I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell,
I have not.
based off of a book. It's Tucker Max authored. Yeah, she's in there too, but like cameo role or whatever. Eh, it's pretty funny. I would check it out. I would recommend it. But don't have like how old are the kids again?
They've just had birthdays, so they are
A year older, yes.
14 and 12. 15 and 12. Shit. I'm way off.
Maybe the 15-year-old, but not the 12-year-old.
Oh shit, he's
I-
13 now. Fuck. Like, I don't know my kids.
Wow. Just wow.
I've actually had like both my parents forget, what year I was born at some point. So I'm not going to give Johnny too much crap. That's just a.
At least I was off by a year. And that was just because they just had their birthdays.
That's fair.
What was the movie? I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. It's also. I learned about Tucker. I remember the first time I read any of Tucker Max's work was on MySpace. Somebody posted one of his stories or whatever, and I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, he's got that. It was Assholes Finished First, and there was another one he wrote around that time period. I don't recall off the top of my head.
Wow, Kelly Lynch has not aged well either.
I mean,
Yeah. No.
let's see how you're doing when you're in your 60s, man. Come on.
I
Please don't
look
let me live that
shabby
long.
now. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not going to be winning any contests. So
Okay. Well, I am starting to tucker out. I don't know about you guys.
zombie stripper movie. We talking about the one with, was it Jenna Jameson and what's his name, played Freddy Krueger?
Robert Englund.
Got it at the same time, so I don't feel bad.
Hey man, you say Freddy Krueger, I immediately know that one. There's only one Freddy Krueger, and it's always going to be Robert Englund.
Yes.
Well, it took me a second to get, I have not seen that movie. I've only heard of it. I haven't watched any movies in a good long while. One of these days, I'm gonna just sit down and just binge a bunch of movies. Do like a 24-hour like Discord or something. Just movies back to back to back. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and end it here, I'm good. It's already 12:30.
There you go.
I thought y'all was already in your 60s. Not quite.
Close enough.
I mean, they say you're as old as you feel, so
I should have died 10 years ago.
yeah, pretty much.
Look, they didn't pay me enough.
All right, do you guys have anything planned? I guess I should just ask Della because we know Camel doesn't.
I don't fucking shell shit. Why are you asking me?
I'm just wondering. Closing.
I don't plan shit. If it happens, it does. If you want to watch, keep an eye out. If not, fair enough. Have a good one either way.
I'm gonna try and go, to Minions tomorrow. Other than that, no, not really.
Yeah,
There you go.
I will have Minions tomorrow. I am going to start Bings that I finished playing Suikoden. I'm going to play the greatest game other than Super Seducer.
Blasphemy.
Cat Seducer.
Blasphemy. Heresy.
Wait, that cat dating simulator or whatever?
Yeah, perfect date.
Fucking furry.
That's not furries because they're actual cats.
I was talking about you.
I'm not a furry. I'm an actual cat.
And I'm an actual camel.
Anyway.
And I actually give a fuck.
And there we were.
Bye, everybody.
Mexican standoff.
Have a good one.
Everyone have a good night, and we will catch you on the next one. Maybe.